Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. Happy 4th of July to you. We are going to do a few random things around the homestead today and finish it up with some grilling of some baby back ribs. And I call them baby back ribs because these are kind of baby in size, but they're going to be tasty. Guys, hope y'all having a good 4th. Let's get into today's random chores. Look who I found in the garden. I'll get shocked by this fence one of these days. So what you doing?
Well, I came to just grab a few things for pasta salad to go with supper and got sidetracked, so figured
Look at those tomatoes.
Get all of the ones that are turning before the birds, which we never really had a problem. That will be a purple boy, so it's got a little ways to go, but curious to try that one. Stanley gave us that plant.
It was a rainbow, I thought.
He gave us he gave us Berkeley tie-dye and purple boys, and that one is a purple boy.
You're going to be having quite a few turning that don't drop off or what have you from the heat.
Yeah, the Halcinators are doing the absolute best with the heat, and that's what that great big one was. And that's actually a smaller one than what I picked yesterday, so.
I'm ready to put some of that between a couple slices of bread and some mayonnaise and salt and pepper. Cucumbers.
Yeah, well, cucumbers is what I came down here for, and there was more than what I thought, and I've got big hoos of cherry tomatoes I need to grab, so.
Pasta salad to go with the ribs.
Yes.
That'll be good.
Yep.
So I know an oil change isn't that glamorous, and you've done it or seen it before, but I'll show you just a little bit of it. It's got to be done. 500 hours on the machine. This is my second oil change. Got rear drives to do. I'm not doing that today. New fuel filter. Time for that again. Just service, y'all. Keep your stuff running nice and smooth because this thing pays the bills. So when I did my initial break-in service at 250 hours on this machine, the dealer, or the mechanic from the dealer, actually suggested that when I changed the oil to leave the factory oil filter on in place. Didn't really tell me why. He just said leave it in place until 500 hours. Then when you do your 500 hour oil change that filter. And I wish I had let you see it, but the new filter that's required for this machine looks like it probably holds about 4 more ounces of oil than the factory one, which is probably why this engine calls for 5.6 quarts. It's probably going to bump it on up close to 6, which is better. So I'm going to start off with 5.5 quarts exactly. Crank the machine, let it run a few minutes, shut it down, let it drain. We'll check the dipstick, but I got a feeling this thing is going to now be full at 6 quarts with this larger filter. And if you're curious, I have always ran conventional Shell Rotella 1540 in all my diesel engines forever, and I've done that based off of mechanic recommendations. Even when this machine was delivered, the mechanic that delivered it said run conventional. I don't know if there's just something about these non-emission engines that do better with conventional motor oil, but I've always had good success with Shell Rotella 1540, the T4. That's just me. Moment of truth, after running it about 5 minutes, letting it drain about 5 minutes, wipe that dipstick off. Got 2 notches on here, one high, one low. It should be somewhere right in the middle. That's at 5.5. If that's the right amount. And we're low. It's going to take 6 quarts. It took exactly 6 quarts, y'all. So I'm happy about that. Got to change the oil in the truck. Y'all seen me do that before. Now that it's about 5,000 degrees out here. Seems about right for, this is actually the 3rd, but hopefully you'll get to see this on the 4th. Get that done, and then we'll probably move on to grilling up some ribs. I'll show y'all a delicacy here in a second. Got just a few okra, Clemson spineless, a few red burgundy we picked earlier. I'm gonna throw them in some boiling water, and that's gonna be my lunch slash snack, along with some hot honey chicken on a sandwich that Lisa fixed last night. Y'all, this is one of my favorite things. Boiled tender okra, and this right here is hot honey chicken. Lisa's been, and homemade dill pickles. Somebody said I'd get, what was it, salmonella? No, botulism, from the way I was doing my quick ferment. I ain't got it yet, and I've ate a bunch of them. Either I got a really tough gut, or I know what I'm doing with pickles. So, hot honey chicken and boiled okra. That is good stuff right there. I love boiled okra. Now we'll come back around here in a little bit with some ribs. So this is one baby back rib cut in half. So it makes, well, you probably just seen it, but it makes for a good portion size, probably more than enough for just Lisa and I. But I put some yellow mustard on there just as a binder, and all I hit it with was salt, black pepper, and habanero powder from last year's, or it might have been the year before's garden that we dehydrated down. I like that kick from that habanero. Just got to make sure I don't wipe my eyes after messing with that stuff. And after these have been on for probably 45 minutes, I don't sit around for these 3, 4, 5 hour cooks, and really this rib is not big enough to do that anyways. I'm gonna pull it off. I got a little bit of Carolina treat left, which is a treat here from, I guess it's North Carolina. Where's this stuff made at? It says, yeah, 919 area code, North Carolina. Love this stuff on pork and chicken, so we're gonna wrap it in aluminum foil along with this Carolina treat. If you never had that, treat yourself. All right, moment of truth on these ribs. They look good. They're hot. Let me get them out of the, well, they should be hot. They cook hot and fast too. I'm stuck to aluminum foil. Come out of here.
You could have done that.
Yeah, I could have done it beforehand and I wouldn't be struggling right now. There it is. We call that my riblet. And also on the plate, we have pasta salad that Lisa made. Can you see that? Pasta salad, I love that stuff. Veggies from the garden. What do you call that? It's Cuba squash. And roasted eggplant that's still cooking. Let me cut into these ribs. Just get a, if I can, figure out where it's at. Get one of these riblets off of here with my oversized knife. Perfect. Probably the camera ain't gonna pick it up, but you can see where the smoke got it. Let's see how it tastes. That's fantastic. You can taste that habanero I put on there. And the Carolina treat.
Carolina treat's my favorite, but I've never had it on ribs.
Mmm. It is so good. That's a good little treat right there. We've been hanging on to these ribs since we butchered pigs for an occasion such as this. For a happy July the 4th. We hope y'all have a good day, a happy 4th, a great week, and Lord willing and the creek don't rise too high. We will see you on the next one. Try some of this eggplant.
Let's see how you like it. Moment of truth.
Tastes like eggplant. I like it. Seasoned, salt, grilled. Not bad at all. We'll see you guys.